was taking the brunt of the damage onto that one, and not only that, right? They were finally able to take down Ku at some point in time, but it is still a mountain to climb. But they're making the right moves to hopefully set themselves in. But it starts with the defense.
Hey.
The Lord being
恭喜你
pelted
大
down by Beatrix,
運
but will
Hello,
still
hello.
crash in and take down the bottom.
Yeah, she on level low now, yeah.
Myanmar taking it slow. Hani actually in the
Yeah,
back
we
line
know
to
she
see
on level
if
low
she
now.
can get an ambush out, but I'm not sure if she has enough damage.
Yeah,
And now the RWM has come out, trapping Malaysia, popping the Piraga armor. They have to go back and reach him, which means that the mid tower goes down too. Hani actually catches out Eve, but yeah, that's what I talked about. Not enough damage. Luna Lin only at half HP, and now K just chasing down Sha. Mega kill for Sikoshi. Malaysia only 3 players left standing against 5.
Asian game ဖြစ်ပါတယ်เนาะကျွန်တော်တို့ main ကလေးပွဲပါအတူတူကြည့်ကြမယ်ကျွန်တော်ဝါးကြီးဆွဲနေတယ်ဗောဒီပွဲတော့မကက်တော့ဘူးလား
taking a lot of damage from Hyang, able to trade
ကြားတာ
back
ကွာ
for him. Sikoshi flickering forward, a lot of damage on his
game
turn already. He's 1v3, but that's the die.
မိုးဘိုလိုချိုမိုးဘိုလိုချို
And his minions
နားလေးစောက်
still,
ပါ
but
YouTube ရ
without
တယ်
their
ကျွန်တော်
goal
ဒီမှာ
laner,
လုပ်ရရ
Myanmar
ရှိနေ
cannot
ဗျာ
actually end the game.
တော့တာကြားလားမိုးဘိုလိုချိုမိုးဘိုလိုချိုကြည့်ကြမယ်
This right here is what
ဟုတ်တ
they
ယ်
do
တီးနေပြီ
best.
เนาะ
Getting
တင်းမြတ်ပါ
those
သွားရှုပ်လို့တော့မရ
team
အောင်နေရာတစ်ခုရှိ
fights
တယ်ဒါလက်ခံမှရမယ်ဗျာလေးချောက်တီးနေရ
their favor. My goodness,
wah
Malaysia
ni bro.
still hanging in there, not by a thread, maybe by a rope if you ask me, just because of the HP that was left towards that crystal base. And you know, you have to give props to Fafa as well. She was able to defend that by using the full
သမင်းလေးတော့စားလိုက်
arsenal
အောင်နော် game
of
1
the
လေးပြီးမှ
Beatrix
guess
that was already became part of it. And because of that defense, that valiant effort, she is already at full build right now, leading even the
ချင်းလေးတော့ကောင်းတယ်
entirety of
ဒါဘယ်က
Myanmar.
ထက်ငါ
So,
ငါထက်
you
နေ
know,
ဟုတ်ပါ
you were talking about this a while ago, Staffa, that for most of the time, right? This is gonna be Malaysia putting all of their eggs in one basket, and so far it has been working for them, especially in the 15-minute first 15 minutes of this game, just because they were able to land on Fafao, especially with that marker as an emblem. So much damage
ပြပြ
prepared
ကျေး
by
ဇူးပါ
Beatrix.
ဟုတ်ဟုတ်ခဏကျွန်တော် game 2ကြရင်တော့ guess ပေးမယ်နော် bro
Pressure on Fao
လောလောဆယ်တော့ခဏလေး
Cell. The only
ကျွန်တော်လည်းဝါရီဆွဲလိုက်ဝါရီဆွဲပြီးတော့ show လိုက်နော်ဒါ Asian game ပါ Asian game လုပ်ပါတယ် Asian game ကမနစ်ကလည်းလုပ်တယ်ဗျ
in the team fight, which means positioning
တော့
is
အခုမှ
crucial.
ရောက်တာ
And the
ပြီးသွားပဲ
moment she goes down, they just can no longer fight. And speaking of fighting, it's
Oh,
Spirit
yeah.
Alpha fights. Two Glorious Pathway a bit too late. Malaysia being caught out in a bad spot. Shot
Oh,
already gone.
machine
Honey
gun
goes
bùm
in,
mà chịu
red
quá.
fight, two-man knockup. Roughway
Sorry,
is literally
sorry,
doing no
baby.
damage
Oh,
at
đấy, đó.
all.
Phi
Falco
do
getting
effort
caught
có
out
đi
with
vậy.
Spirit Alpha. Wind of Nature comes out. Hard guard keeping her alive for
Đấy,
how
này,
long?
show
She is
luôn nhỉ.
1v4. Is on time.
တိုးစီရတနေကုန်ထွက်နေဟာလားအဲ့လိုကြီးဖြစ်နေဘယ်လိုကြည့်ရမလဲ
Now
what the
looking
fuck
for final nail in the coffin as Hani and Quinn barely able to escape, but with multiple minion waves coming in, I don't know if they have enough damage to defend this.
နော်ဘာလို့ဝိုင်းလား
Not enough in that.
That's
It's
when
gonna
I
be
went
the
to
end
Yahoo.
of this fight. Hani can no longer do
ဒီ
anything.
ဘာလို့3ထင်တာဘာ
And
လို့ဝိုင်း
it's
လား
Myanmar
အဲ့ဒါရမ
getting
လဲပေါ့
a win in should or what I would say in dominant fashion. An incredible performance coming in from Myanmar, being our match 7 winners, really introducing themselves and what Myanmar MLPB is all about.
ဟုတ်တယ်ဟောရှင်းနေပြီစစ်ကို
I think they 100% won in the draft. It was just very smart the way that they approached
နောက်ပွဲက
it.
ဘာပွဲ
And honestly, not. I
Đấy,
don't
giờ
think
show
too
à,
much
Blink
thought
giờ
had
show
to
à,
go
đây nhỉ.
into it too. They just picked up the heroes that they were comfortable with, the ones
Ai
that
giờ
would
mà
be
bảo
very
à?
effective in the early game, grabbing combos wherever they could find. And Malaysia ended
À,
up
bố ấy là một điều chưa
overreacting
chịu,
and
Blink giờ, Blink giờ, hold it.
overcompensating with their draft
ခုမှစတာ
and giving themselves
ထိုင်းပဲနေရမှာလေ
really a
ကျွန်တော်လည်းမသိဘူး
weird
bro
lineup
ဂူဂယ်မှာရှာကြည့်ပါ
Yup.
Throw back
And
to
not
it.
only that, I feel like they
what did
were
you do?
able to at least bounce back for just a bit, but the fatal mistake that happened in that very last fight was that two of the heroes coming in from
So, hey,
Malaysia
did you have a
kind of
little
like
bit?
showed themselves a little too early. And
Fine,
as you can see it, of course, she is going to be our match 7 MVP
Absolutely.
from Myanmar, really showcasing what she
Oh,
can
Luna
do in
Lin,
this
Luna Lin.
game. Very happy with her performance, and as of the moment, just, you know, Myanmar landing on towards
that's what we
another
should do, right?
undefeated streak
That's what we're
broken
getting, yeah.
here for both of the teams. So I believe Malaysia is going to be falling to 1-1 in this one. Meanwhile, for Myanmar, you see it already, just really a tremendous performance here that was brought about by the rest of the members moving forward and from especially in this kind of play style, right? Lunalin kept her distance the entire time. Meanwhile, Pu was ready to save her damage dealers whenever they are, in danger from the side of Malaysia. Whereas Malaysia, they were all dependent on Fafao, and in that last fight, when Fafao was caught in a very difficult position, that was the time, perfect time for Myanmar's strike.
Yeah. It's unfortunate for Malaysia, but really, really well played by Myanmar. They understood their strengths. They understood how they needed to play this lineup and the weaknesses of their opponents, and capitalized it to take a very one-sided victory. There were definitely points towards the end where some small micromanagement mistakes were made, which resulted in giving away kills they didn't really need to. But Malaysia's draft just didn't have enough to work. This is a very damage-oriented meta. We are seeing like 2-3 cores in a single team, and this one only really had the Beatrix. It just does not work anymore.
Yeah, just a little difficult to execute there, especially with the.
YouTube မှာမပိတ်ရသေးတာ sorry အခုဘာဘယ်နှပွဲကြံသေးလဲအခုဘယ်နှပွဲလောက်ကြံသေးလဲကြံသေးရင်တော့ gas ပြီမှာမကြံရင်တော့ gain ဆော့တော့မှာကျွန်တော်လည်းအလုပ်လုပ်နေတာခုမှရောက်လာပြီးပြီလားပြီးပြီတဲ့ပဲမသိဘူးထိုင်းမှာလောက်တာပါဗမာလဲတော့မသိဘူးပတ်ချီ UC ရောင်းလာမရောင်းဘူးကြဘာပွဲကြံသေးရကြည့်ပေးပါဦးတဲရနှစ်ပွဲသားနှစ်ပွဲနိုင်တယ်ဟုတ်တယ်ဒီမြတ်မှာရှုပ်လို့မရကြံသေးရโอเคဟောဂျိမောလက်စီဟလားဟုတ်လားမသိဘူးကျွန်တော်မှားနေပြောပါဦးနောက်တစ်ပွဲကြံသေးနောက်တစ်ပွဲတူတူကြည့်လိုက်မနော်မလေးရှားနဲ့အခုဟိုနဲ့ဆော့ဘယ်သူတွေလဲဆိုတော့မြန်မာထဲပါပြီတခြားနိုင်ငံအသင်းလည်းပါပါတယ်ဒီနေ့ group ပြီးဆော့မှာထင်တယ်ဟုတ်တော့တယ်ပြန်လဲထားနိုင်ငံမှာပါဒီမှာတယောက်တော့ရေးနေ Full Match Stadium ကနီးပါတယ်ဟလား YouTube မှာလည်းပြပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်လာနေနောက်ကျပါတယ်ကျွန်တော် Bus of 3ထင်နေတာကျွန်တော်မသိဘူး Bus of 3ထင်လို့အားလို့ထမင်းစားလိုက်အောင်မယ်လို့ Game 1လို့ Game 2ကြမှာငါတေချာကက်မယ်ဆိုပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်အဲ့ထိုင်းရနေရတော့မသိဘူးဗျာခင်ဗျားအချင်းပဲပြောရတော့ HK နဲ့ KZ နဲ့ကြံသေးရဲ့ Africa 28ရက်နေ့စောင့်ပါဒီမောနဲ့မလေးကိုနိုင်ပြီးပါပြီရဲ့ကာဂစ္စတန်နဲ့ကြံသေးရဲ့ဟောပတ်စုံဝင်နေခါမြန်မာနဲ့ဟိုအောက်ကလှန်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်လည်းမသိဘူးအဲ့လှန်လာဦးလားဟောင်ကောင်နဲ့တော့ကြံသေးရဲ့ဟောကာဂစ္စတန်မြန်မာနဲ့ကာဂစ္စတန်မြန်မာနဲ့ဟောင်ကောင်ဒီမောနဲ့မလေးရှားကိုနိုင်တာเนาะအဲ့တော်ကောင်းပါဗျာ ကြာမှားနေတယ်တဲ့မနေ့ကဖန်စီဟာအဲ့ဟုတ်တာပဲအဲ့ဆော်ရွေးပြန်ဂိမ်းမဲဆော်ရတယ်မနက်7:00 နာရီလောက်ကစပွဲရ7:00 နာရီတည်းလောက်ကလာတယ်ဒီထမင်းစားပြီးဆော်မယ်ဆိုရယ်ကျန်းနေပါပြီတဲ့ YouTube မှာလည်းလွှင့်ပါဘာလို့လဲမြန်မာပွဲမရှိရင်တော့မပြရင်တော့ပြင်းသွားရင်ဂိမ်းဆော်မယ်မစားပြီးရောမယ်ဒီဘက်ဖုန်းဆက်လာမှာခိုင်းဒီဝိုင်းပါမလားအဲ့တော့ပါမလားဟမ်โอเคဘာလဲဟိုညီမဘောရမရှိတော့ဘူးအဲ့ရမပြတော့ပြင်းလို့ဂိမ်းဆော့လို့โอเคဟုတ်ပြီငါဆော့နေလိုက်မဲဖြစ်တော့မရအောင်ရှောက်ပြောမိရအောင်ဒါပဲနှစ်ပွဲကြံသေးရဲ့19 နိုင်တပွဲညီမပွဲကြံသေးလားမကြံတော့လားကျွန်တော်တေးကြလေးပြောအောင်ကျွန်တော်လည်းမသိဘူးကျွန်တော်လည်းခုမှလာတော့ရွှေချောင်းမလုံးနဲ့တေးကြပြောကြံသေးပြမယ်မကြံရင်ကျွန်တော်စော့တော့မှာတီးတော့မှာကျွန်တော်မကြံခင်းသွားဆော့မှာထင်စားပြီဟုတ်ဒီနေ့ပြောတာဒီနေ့တော့ကြံသေးတာလို့Google ခေါက်ဖို့မအားဘူးဖြစ်နေလို့ဗျာတစ်ခါတော့ကြည့်ပေးပါဦးမလေးကိုနိုင်လာတာမလေးကိုနိုင်လာသူတို့မှားပြတယ်ခုနကပဲနိုင်သွားမလေးကို graphic မှားနေအခုထိလည်းမပြင်သေးဘူးအဲ့ဒါလည်းရောရွှဲ progress နဲ့ကျွေးတော့ကြံသေးရဲ့ဘယ်ရင်လာမလဲငါကကူပဲတော့ကြည့်အောင်မီးအာညောင်းတယ်ကျွန်တော်ပဲကြည့်လိုက်ပါတော့မယ်ဗျာ Asian Game Female MVB liquid ပေးရမှာရှိတာဒီကနှစ်ပွဲကြံသေးတယ်မပြရအောင်မသိဘူးလား sorry မလေးကြိုးရပါထိုးမြန်မာအင်ဒိုနီးရှားကိုရှုံးပြီးအောက်ဆင်တာဘယ်လိုလဲဒါပါကြီးတော့ဘာလဲခုနကဟာplay off တော့ရောက်ပါရဲ့အဲ့ဒါအရင်ဟာရနေဒုက္ခကြံသေးတယ်တဲ့ရောက်ပြီတဲ့ကြီးကတအားထက်တယ်ထိုင်းရလိုက်တယ်မဟုတ်ဘူးသူတို့ဘက်ကဟိုကထက်တယ်အဲ့ဒါ Global Esports Game Global Esports Federation top 10 of each group advance to the upper bracket of the playoff. Second 10 of each group advance to the lower bracket. Remaining eliminated ဖြစ်သွားမယ် another gym I saw me. Devaluation broke up shimmy. All my shop was 3 years. I'm a nigga height in it. The Wikipedia ma a day down with you. Monsieur, Chilo meow. The Wikipedia machine, Chita, Hawaii, Toshama Yama. America. The boy and the good to say, the man I know, what there. Teenage and you know, a piano. Call it playing, no? That's the same over. So in game so well out of me. Mama, be you on a good night. Yeah, I know. Can I use some? How about crap John? Came out chap John, lifetime of John. Display you pay on eh? Display catch up if you capture up. Okay. Yeah, my piano. Long job. Hello. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello 1 2. Hello. Gain them a ball. What can I? Do you have one of them at that? Hello. Oh, I beat her. I mean, out of your own other delivery by yawn, eh? My show can, yeah. Give us all I want to play. Pardon. Famous or Caption Piano, Asian game Lucia, you are playing credit high so piano. Huh? Hell. About. About. Chẳng cái việc này là what? Ông à? Không để. Bây giờ bảo đúng mà bia đấy, mới xí đầu bu lộ, xí điểm bia đấy rồi. Nhưng mà bữa lại cho nó biểu lại cho nó kẹt rồi mày, nó. Nó bài phiền à live cả. YouTube live cả bảo phiền làm này. Lại nó. YouTube mà live đó là chi bị bảo là. Thế là. Chế. YouTube mà live chi bị luôn. Ta là luôn. Malaysia ကိုကြိတ်နေတွေ့တယ် bro မိုက်တကယ်မိုက်တယ်မနော်ဒါမျိုးဖြစ်နေအောင်error တက်နေဒီမှာ okay တန်ရပြီနည်းနည်းကျွန်တော်စီမှာမပေါ်ဘူးဖြစ်တော့နောက်တစ်ပွဲကြံသေးတယ်တဲ့ကိုဝစ်တာလားဟုတ်တယ်ကြောက်တာဝက်ကန်လီခဏပိတ်မယ်နော်သွားကြလိညက်နေတော့ဝက်ကန်မှာတော့ဟိုကြီးတော့ပိတ်နေခဏနော်ခဲနေမင်းဒိုးလိုက်တော့ရ bye bye ဒိုးလိုက်တော့ခဲနေခဏလေးပါရတော့ကြလိညက်နေပေါ့ဘာမှကြံခဲ့ရတယ်အောက်မှာကြံခဲ့ဟိုထဲမှာကြံခဲ့တယ်ဟုတ်တယ်အောက်ပြန်စင်းရအောင်ကဲချောင်းလေးဆော့လိုက်ပါနော် YouTube comment တွေကတော့ဖတ်လို့ရပါသေးတယ်ပတ်ကွေတွေမဆော့သေးဘူးချောင်းရင်ဆော့လာပထမဆုံးပွဲဆိုတော့နည်းနည်းကြောက်နေလို့နတ်တင်ရမယ်နေထားဖြစ်ပထမဆုံးပွဲအားကြောင့်ဒီတော့ကြည်လာအချိန်နေမြန်လိုက်တာဒီလိုပါပဲလူငယ်ဆော့လေ caption လေးပြန်အတင်ပါရအောင်ဘိုးရဲ့ချောင်းကန်ချက်တွေကျွေးလို့နေတိုင်းအားပေးနေတယ်ကျေးဇူးပါ Skylar တုတ်ကွေးဖြစ်နေသူ့နေရာဘယ်သူမှဆော့လည်းမသိဘူးတဲ့နောက်နှစ်ပွဲကြရင်ပြရအောင်တဲ့ဒီမှာကတည်းကကြည့်လို့ပြရမယ် YouTube ကနေပြပါဒီကလဲနေလို့တဲ့မဟုတ်ဒီကလဲတာ3စက္ကန့်လောက်ပဲနောက်ပွဲထိုးမယ်ပကွေတို့နဲ့ဒီကောင်ကိုခေါ်လိုက်တယ်ခုနဆော့မလားဆိုတော့မဆော့ဘူးတဲ့သူမမနဲ့ဖုန်းပြောနေရဆိုတာပဲကျွန်တော်လည်းခဏပဲဒီဆော့ဘောဘယ်မှာရမယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ငါဖမ်းဖို့တော့ YouTube ကိုငါဝင်မရဘယ်ကနေပြီးတော့ဘယ်လိုဖမ်းရမလဲဒီဆော့ဘောpage မှာလေကျွန်တော် page ချက်ပေါက်မှာလေကိုဝေ live မှာခေါ်နေတယ်လို့ပြောလိုက် moderator တွေ admin တွေကိုခေါ်နေတယ်လို့ပြောလိုက်နော် live တွေကိုခဏလာခဲ့လို့ပြောနေတယ်လို့စာလေးပို့ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော် page account search ထားတော့ messenger 3秒ဖြစ်တယ်ချောင်းကျွန်တော်ခဏပဲဆော့ပါကျွန်တော်လည်းတနိုင်လောက်ပဲတကယ်က live ကမလွင့်နေပါဘူးဒါပေမဲ့ stream တွေကလိုအပ်နေဆိုလေ M6RQ တဲ့ပကွေတို့ final amazing score ကြည့်အဲ့ဒါမဝယ်ရသေးဘူးလေကျွန်တော်မရှိဘူး SK ဝယ်လို့ရသေးတာအဲ့တော့ diamond မရှိဘူးဖြစ်တယ်ဝယ်လိုက်ရအောင်ကျွန်တော်လည်းဖျားနေတယ်လေကြောင်းလေးပါဖြစ်ချင်ငါရောမှာမယ်နော်ဟုတ်တယ်ဘောငါရောမှာတေးကြတော့မိပြတ်သွားပြီဒါပေမဲ့တိတ်မကြပါဘူး3စက္ကန့်အတွက်ဆိုအဲ့လိုမိပြတ်သွားပြီမဲ့3စက္ကန့်ပဲကြာကျယ်စင်မျိုးတော့ခေါ်ချောင်းနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တန်းဆုံးမှရောဒီပွဲကဲလို့မရသေးဘူးလိုက်နောက်တယ်ဒီကောင်ငမွေတို့ပဲဟိုကောင်အပေါ်မှာဟိုဘက်ရောမှာပိန်းတိန်နေအောင်ပါသွားပြီဘာမှ မလုပ်ပြဖြစ်လာပြီဗျာတဲ့လာခဲ့ပါရှိပါတယ်ရှင်အဲ့ YouTube ကလေဟို orange မဟုတ်လို့ရှင် strawberry မဟုတ်လို့ရှင်နောက်ထပ်တစ်ယောက် YouTube admin နေလေသူတို့ပြောလိုက်အော်အဲ့ဒီမှာလီကြီးဆိုတဲ့ကောင်တော့ရှိရဲလို့အဲ့ကောင်ဘန်းလာလို့အောင်အဲ့ကိုမရေးတဲ့ကောင်တော့ရာသက်ပံတော့မမြူးနဲ့ရာသက်ပံဘန်းလာလို့ဒီမှာဘန်းမရောက်ဖြစ် error တက်ဟုတ်တာပြောလိုက်လိုက်ပါFacebook မှာဘန်းလာအဲ့ကောင် Facebook မှာရှိဒီကောင်ကြည့်ရဘန်ကောက်ကနေလှမ်းမှတ်နေပုံပဲအကုန်သေးကုန်ပြီချင်းနေမကောင်းပါလားဒီပွဲငါတက်ရင်တော့သိရကွာသိရအဲ့ဒီလားအကောင်ကဲပြီးမှရမယ်ဟုတ်ပါဘူးဗျာကိုပြိသက်ပါတယ်မဟုတ်ရတယ်ကျွန်တော်ပြိသက်တယ်မှာအဲ့လိုလူလဲကျွန်တော်လည်းမလိုချင်ဘူးအားကြောင့်ဘရိုတခြားလူပြိသက်ပဲလုပ်လိုက်ကျွန်တော်ဘန်းပေးလိုက်ဘရိုလည်းတက်တာပါဒီတော့လားရတော့ပေါင်လေးနဲ့ဟောခွာလို့ပါရမျိုးသမီးလည်းခွေးပေးသိမှာလေမျိုးသားတွေမှာလွှင့်လာလားဟုတ်ပါဘူးဗျာမျိုးသမီးပွဲရဒီမှာကြည့်လေမြန်မာပွဲမရှိတော့ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်လည်းမလွှင့်တော့ရှိတယ်လာရင်တော့ကျွန်တော်ပြောပါကျွန်တော်လွှင့်နေပါမယ်အားလုံးနာနောက်လေကွာမလွှင့်ဘူးကွာလီးမှမလွှင့်ရော caption ကို edit ပေးတယ်တော့ဒါစားနေမျိုးသမီးပွဲကိုလီးမှမလွှင့်ဘူးကွာမျိုးသမီးပွဲရှိရင်လည်းလီးမှမကက်ဘူးကျွန်တော်တဲ့ပဲဟုတ်ပြီလားစောဘောသားလာပြောလားအခုတော့လွှင့်ရင်လွှင့်မလွှင့်ရင်မလွှင့်ဘူးဗျာသိလားကျွန်တော်ပြောတာရှင်းလေးလိုက်ဆိုးမိုးနေစော်ရီမပေါ့အခုဘာမှမလာတာဘာသွားပြရမှာလဲလို့အခုမလာတဲ့ဟောကျွန်တော်ဘာပြပေးရမှာပြောက်ကြည့်ပါလားထိုင်ဖွင့်ပေးထားလိုက်စော်ရင်ပေါ့လွှင့်ရင်လွှင့်ပါဗျာဒုက္ခပဲမြန်မာပွဲမှာမရှိတာကျွန်တော်ဘာသွားလွှင့်ရမှာလဲအဲ့ကောင်လေးကုန်ပန်းပေးနေမှာကွာဆောင်းဟိုဖြစ်တယ်စိတ်ကကျွန်တော်ပြောရရှင်းလေးရှိရင်လာပြောလာကျွန်တော်ပြပေးမယ်သူမှလည်းပတ်စံပေးနေရတယ်မဟုတ်ဘူးလေသိရမှာကျွန်တော်ပြချင်တဲ့စိတ်နဲ့ပြပါလိခင်ဗျားတို့အဲ့ဒါဘာဖြစ်လဲကျွန်တော်လာပြီးတော့အခုဘာမှမရှိတာဘာသွားပြမှာဖင်ချို့ပြီးဂွေးပုံကြီးပြပေးတာမှာကျွန်တော်လည်း gain ဆော့မှာဗျာပြကြမှာမရှိအောင်ရှိရင်တော့ပြပါလို့လူတော့ခုနမှရောက်တာကျွန်တော်လည်းအလုပ်တွေလုပ်နေရတယ်ဒုက္ခပဲ တေးဘူးပေါ့အဲ့ဒါလေin-game boys တဲ့ in-game boys က YouTube ကတော့အဲ့လိုမနေ့ကအသက်ဆင်ပြူးဆိုလို့ကျွန်တော်ပိတ်ပေးတာအခုကြားလာအဆင်မပြေရင်ပြောကျွန်တော်ပြန်လုပ်ပြီးမယ် Facebook ကလူတွေတော့ဖွင့်နေတာကိုပြတော့ကြည့်မယ်မဟုတ်ဘူးကျွန်တော်လည်းအဲ့လိုဒီတိုင်းပဲစေနာနဲ့သိရမှာကိုသိစေနဲ့ကိုပြကျွန်တော်အားရတဲ့ချိန်တွေလွှင့်နေတာအော်ဘူရှူရတာပြောရတယ်ကျွန်တော်လည်းခံလာတော့ပြေတော့ကနေ line ကြဟို VPN ဝယ်ရမှာကျွန်တော်လည်းနည်းနည်းသတိပေးပါပြီးရင်ကျွန်တော်မိမိရော live နေပါဘာလို့ like it
In the world of kung fu, speed defines the winner.
ကောကွာငါ့ကိုပဲဆဲလိုက်ပြီးနေကွာဆဲတဲ့ကောင်လေးလည်းပြီးတော့အေးဒီကောင်မတူရတယ်ယူရိုကဟုတ်တယ်ဗျယူရိုဘယ်မှာရလဲဟုတ်ပြတယ်လား
Our turret is under attack.
Empty your cup.
ဟုတ်ဆဲကျွန်တော်ဆဲအခုလေမြောက်ပါကျွန်တော်ဘန်းပေးလိုက်မှာရှုပ်လို့ကျွန်တော်တဲ့ဆဲအဲ့လိုကျွန်တော်ဆော်လွဲလာပြီးတော့ရအောင်
The man who can beat me has not been born yet.
ဒီနာဘန်းရမှာပေါ့ရှော့
Empty your cup in order to fill it again.
Oh, bueno, ¿cómo eres? Ya, no se va a poder. Bueno, ¿cómo eres?
Knowing is not enough.
Oh,
We must apply.
You are, yeah.
Boxing is not a way to hurt somebody, but in order. Everybody has to start somewhere.
YouTube ကနောက်တော့ထပ်လို့ movement ကလုံးနဲ့ကျွေးနေလို့ဘယ်လိုပိတ်ရလဲအဲ့ဒါ
In the world of kung
assist
fu,
ပေါ်လာတယ်
speed
ဒီဘောတော့
defines
ငါ
the
တော့
winner.
မှောက်တယ်ကျွန်တော်နည်းနည်းဖိုက်မရအောင်ဖြစ်အောင်လို့စားတယ်အဆင်ပြေတော့ဘာလို့လဲငါတော့ကောင်လေးကိုဆဲပြီးတော့ပါ
Destroyed a turret.
ဒီတော့
Slain. Attack the Lord.
လူလူနည်းနည်းဆော့ပြီးဆို
Battle's
အော်
value.
ပြန်ဆိုင်ပါရဒီပွဲကျေရလာရ
Boxing is not a way to hurt somebody, but in order.
An ally has slain Lord. Launch attack.
ကျန်ဖို့ချောင်းတယ်ဘယ်ကောင်ကဲယူတော့ကြည့်ယူတော့အဲ့ဒီမရှိရလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ပြေးလိုက်တာလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ကျွန်တော်ပဲပြေးဖို့ချောင်းနေရလားဘယ်လိုလဲတော့နားမလဲ
Your team destroyed a turret.
တော်ပြီးလေးတော့ရတယ်ဟုတ်ပါရပြီဒီနာရှိလေးပါနော်ဟုတ်တယ်လည်းတစ်ဖက်လို့ရတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ပပီလိုကောင်းလို့
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Oh no! Fuck! 冲你嘛，我背话啦，知道嘛？你啊，系列，这种反正，你，
Double kill.
这里很好玩，
Killing spree.
呀，做到位了，哎呦，但我爽了，就那个稍微突一点，鼻毛、腿毛突一点是个样
Ult
的。
is not ready.
我就改了，我就改成双人的，模拟加上都是落地的背图。
Unstoppable.
The man who can beat me has not been born yet.
对。
Knowing is not enough.
Ult is
We
not
must
ready.
apply.
Initiate retreat.
Speed defines the winner.
ပြန်လာရုံလေးဟောဘူးရောလပူကြီးလာဟောအားရအေးဟုတ်တယ်ပြေးပါလားဟိုတော့လာသေးလားကျွန်တော်နည်းနည်းဟော
Knowing
တယ်
is not
ဟော
enough.
ရင်လေ
We must
ဘယ်
apply.
လိုလဲနေတော့
In the world of
တော့ပြီးတော့
defines the winner.
Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Godlike.
အဲ့လိုစီးမထူးနဲ့စီးမထူးဘူးတကယ်ဆော့နေတာနည်းနည်းလူကစိတ်ကမကြည့်ဘူးဗျာ
Everybody has to start somewhere. The man who can beat me has not
ဟော
been born
ပြန်
yet.
ခုံလေးတော့ကိုအာမကောင်းတော့ပြန်တက်တာလေဗျာခုံလိုက်တော့လွတ်တော့ပြန်လာတော့ဝင်ကြ
Empty your cup in order to fill it again.
ဟော
Have been slain.
ဘာလို့လဲလို့ what the fuck
Darkness.
ဒိဗယ်မဲ့သွားတယ်အဲ့ဒါကြီးတကယ်ဒိဗယ်မဲ့သွား
Initiate retreat. Gather up the Lord.
ထစ်လိုက်တာလေကိုဝေးကိုကြည့်ရတာမဟုတ်အဲ့ဒါ YouTube ဟို VPN ကြောင့်ဖြစ်နေတာဘူး sorry ပါ
Double kill. Our turret is under attack.
sorry ဒီဝဲတဲ့ပုံနည်းနည်းမို့တော်ပုံပွဲစားဘယ်လိုဆော့လိုက်တာတော့မသိဘူးပွဲတစ်ဝက်လောက်မှနည်းနည်းအုံနောက်တဲ့ game ပွဲရောက်လာ
Boxing is not a way to hurt
ဟိုတက
somebody.
ကျဲ
but
ဒီ
in
လို
order-
ကျဲနေတာတဲ့ Skype ရတော့ stack 58တဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားလူရလဲပါတယ်ဗျဟုတ်ညအဲ့ကောင်ကံမောက်ရပလေကနဲ့ဘာလို့ပါဝါအားတော့ပြီးရမယ်အမျိုးကြီးတယ်ကောင်းကောင်း
An enemy has
အဲ
been
စီစီလေးတော့ကျဲတော့ပါကျဲရလိုက်တော့
The man
Okay,
who
okay,
can beat me
yeah.
has not been born yet.
တီဗီ
ally has been slain.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
လောက် edit ခွဲ
Our
တော့
inhibitor turret is under attack. Been destroyed.
တီဗီပေါ့ပေါ့ ဟုတ်တော့
Boxing is not a way to hurt somebody.
ညာအနေညာလို့
Knowing is not enough.
ဟောဒီကြည့်ရအောင်
Has
your cup in order to fill it again. In the world of Kung Fu, speed defines the winner.
Initiate retreat.
ဘာဖြစ်နေတော့ဒီကျွန်တော်ဒီမှာဒီတော့ထောက်လိုက်
Not knowing oneself, that's the worst.
Ally has been slain.
VPN ချင်းရုံးနဲ့အရန်ထက်တယ်โอเคโอเคအဲ့လိုပဲလက်မလေးနှိပ်ခဲ့ပါကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်နော်နောက်နေ့ကစပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်ဘာပွဲတော့မပြတော့ဘူးတက်ဆက်မလုပ်တော့ဘူး
Initiate retreat.
The man who can beat me has not been.
so
Initiate retreat.
အဲ့တော့အဲ့တော့တော့ဘာလဲတော့
Initiate
Empty your
retreat.
cup in order to fill it again.
အဲ့ရဲ့ဘာလဲပါအဲ့ရတယ်
Knowing is not enough. We must apply.
Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Attack the Lord. Enemy has slain Lord. Ally has been slain. Launch attack. Launch attack.
တော့လို့ရတယ်အဲ့တော့တစ်ကောင်ပဲပြီးတယ်ယူရပြောက်ပြီးတယ်အဲ့ဒါပဲတော့တော့မပြဘူးကလောက်တော့ဘောတော့ပြလိမ့်တော့ဘောရ
Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat.
In the world of Kung Fu, speed defines the winner.
အဲ့မှာကောင်းလေ
Killing spree.
ဟောကောပဲကွာ
Start somewhere.
ရှေ့ရောက်ရေးဟာလာဦးသားနဲ့တော့တူးတယ်တိတ်ပဲမဲတယ်ကွာအဲ့ဒါကြီး
Darkness.
တိတ်ပဲမဲသွားပြီအဲ့ဒါပဲစဉ်းစားကြည့်ပါဦးကျွန်တော်လည်းမပြောတော့သုံးတယ်ဘယ်ကတော့ဘယ်ကတော့စစ်စစ်လေးတော့ကျင်းတေးပြီးဟောကတော့
Our turret has
မဟုတ်တော့ဘူးစစ်စစ်လေးကြာတော့လာကြရတဲ့ကျေပြဒီဘွဲကဒါအောင်တော့လိုက် sorry ပါမားလေးနဲ့ရှိပါတယ်ခုလို့ကြောက်နေကြောင်းပြီးတော့ပြင်ငယ်စားတော့ပဲသဘောဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့လိုလုံးမပဲရတော့ပါဒီပဲမဲပါကွာဆောင်းထိုးနေတဲ့စိတ်တွေများတယ်ဘာရဲ့ကြည်နေတဲ့စိတ်ကွာလာပြီးတော့မူရှိရလာလို့ပါဒီနေ့ကဖာလာဒီကလာဦးရေမလာရဲပါဆော့ကျွန်တော်ထိုးပြီဗျတကယ်တော့တကယ်ထိုးပြီကျွန်တော်စိတ်ထဲမှာဆောင်းမထိုးနေတဲ့စိတ်တွေဆောင်းများတယ်ဒီဝက်ကပပီရိုဘာရကရိုမရမိချွေရပပီရိုဆော့မင်္ဂလာပါနော် sorry ပါတော့မယ်ချက်ရှိုးလာလို့ချင်းရှိတယ်Yang muncul dari arah yang tak dijangka. Malaysia နဲ့ Timor Leste နဲ့ဆော့
Saat itu, kita sedar potensi yang
Ini apa
sebenar
aja?
ada di sekeliling.
27
Ini semua bukanlah satu kebetulan.
Ini dua poin,
Tapi
poin
yakin,
aja.
ini semuanya aturan takdir. Setiap langkah
Kau
bukan
apa
hanya
ini?
untuk
Kau
diri
ngerti
sendiri,
yang ini?
tapi juga untuk mereka yang berdiri dan berjuang bersama agar kita melangkah lebih jauh, menjadi lebih hebat.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Asian Esports game. Our day one of the team winning MLBB tournament is coming to a close very soon. We still got a couple of group stage matches to go before we officially qualify our top 8. My name is Stafa, once again joined by Hans. Even more exciting MLBB.
Man, I am sure that we are, so close to wrapping up the entire day as to which teams or which countries are going to be making it into the next stage of the competition. Because we started from one team, and then at the end of the day, or maybe day number or day 1.2, depends on where you guys are right now. But as of the moment, right, this is a situation that Malaysia could possibly close it on their chances of even making it all the way through to the next round of our competition. And considering that they have already been playing 3 times, I feel like in the middle of our broadcast this time, they're going to go up against Timor Leste.
We're surprisingly getting to see a lot of games with Malaysia, so we get to really witness their journey through all of this. They already managed to take one game earlier today, dropped one unfortunately. So at a 1-1 score against Timor Leste, let's see if they can get it. Some interesting bans once again with Timor-Leste focusing on some of the early game heroes, Bruno, Fanny, and Suyo all banned out.
Alright, so they mainly focused on that one, and this is where I'm completely interested in. Alright, so Timor-Leste, this is a team that is starting to make some waves as well. They are one of the newest inclusions to the MLBB scene, if you ask me, and they were able to at some point even create most of the extra chances that they were having from before, which is why it is somewhat not a surprise to me that this long is being considered, but it's nice to see that in the midst of all of that, right? Because Timor-Leste is a nation that has just joined the MLBB scene back last year in Southeast Asian Games 2023, so I feel like this nation was just pretty recent towards the familiarity with the game, and I'm curious to see, like, a year later, how much improvement has this team actually done going up against one of the staple names in this tournament, the Malaysian team.
Yep. It is a good question, right? But looking at the way that the brand has started off, Phobia's first pick is actually something we don't get to see very much of anymore. It used to be very, very common during the previous MPL season. But with more and more changes, we are seeing him left until a little bit later, because there are still some weaknesses that have to deal with. Because Malaysia responded with the Nolan and Gatot, Timor-Leste will be able to pick up the Matilda Alpha combination, which so far has been providing success to a lot of teams here.
I love you.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these tournaments and competitions being brought around by the Malaysian team, and also
do you like the Paquito?
Phobius is there, just like what you mentioned as well. Not really, the first pick option for a lot of teams recently. I feel like if this was the previous patch, it would have been a different scenario. So maybe it really came down to the comfortability of the teams that we're going to be witnessing here moving forward, and from if you look on comfort as to what I'm seeing right now, that is Kiboy, Hani, and Quinn at least having their heroes apiece, because Kiboy can definitely hold on to that Gatot Gacha if they want to put it into the roaming position.
And Quinn definitely seemed a lot more comfortable with Nolan compared to what we saw previously with the X-Borg, so they decided to prioritize it. I think comboing it with the Eve is actually very good as well, because the combination of a lot of team control. So I feel like the Matilda also kind of naturally counted it somewhat. So we'll see how it ends up being, because now it looks like both teams are going to be focusing towards banning the gold lane.
Gold
gold lane
Julian
has
ဒီ
been
ပွဲ
the issue
Bruno
here.
ရဲ့
Same
Bruno
with,
all ပဲလိုက်ထိုးမယ်ဗျာ Bruno
the
တကောင်လည်းပဲလိုက်
mage
တက်
as
ကျန်တဲ့ကောင်
well.
ကျွန်တော်တက်တော့
It's
Bruno တ
pretty
ကောင် Bruno တင်နိုင်ပြီတော့
crucial
အဲ့လိုယူ
to
ဆ
a
တယ်
point where even the Sicilian has been banned out here, even though there are a lot of options available still for most of the gold lane, to say mid laners as the moment. But compared to what we would usually see, Malaysia's going to be leaving both the Vixana and the Aurora open, which are staple picks by most of the teams that we have here in AEG Bangkok 2024, which is really going to be an opportunity for the side of Timor-Leste if they want to pick it up.
Timor-Leste decided to kind of complete themselves, which is actually interesting, but because I feel like their composition is able to deal with a complete I feel like they could have quite easily let it through, but I guess they just don't want to deal with that hero in the first place, especially with Hilda down as well. Just take all of the early pressure off the table, but the Kaja coming out is an interesting one. I was not expecting that.
I like this though, given that the Kaja is there, it would be like a really good innate or an innate counter towards the Phobius, because if there's anything that we know about the Phobius, it's that whenever he uses the Infernal Pursuit, it's going to be a little difficult for anybody else to stop it. So at least they have two answers here. If you are Malaysia, because you have the second skill, the thought and you also have the Divine Judgment brought about by the Kaja as well to not only neutralize the focus, but to also, you know, counter punish the Alpha when it makes its entry using the ultimate that the Alpha is also carrying.
With Timor-Leste completing their draft here, it does seem like they're going for a much more standard lineup, but the 1-1 picked up at the end by Team Malaysia could actually work very, very well. The Divine Judgment very easily sets up across Tang, and the rest of the team has a lot of AoE crowd control that would kind of lock the enemy down as well. So if played correctly, I can definitely see this being a winning recipe.
Yeah, I like the thought process of Malaysia in that one, because they got to pick up the 1-1 as well, which was I think a really agile hero that could you know, at least give Timor-Leste a very difficult time into trying to contest it, because based on what I saw in the composition of Timor-Leste, they were missing a little bit on like the crowd control aspect of things, which is maybe the reason why they were unable to win some of their games. But I feel like it is to be determined in this game between the two of them. So I feel like from what we've been seeing, right, the crowd controls are gonna be leading. I'm talking about the hard CC skills, right? It could possibly come from Mo or Raniva. It will really boil down as to how they can, while Malaysia hasn't reached level 4.
Yeah, the lineup coming in from Timor-Leste is a little bit more of a push and pull kind of. They're not very good at catching people specifically, but are quite effective at running in and out of the team fight. So they're basically using that mobility to maybe work around things, but Malaysia has a lot of lockdown, so that is a very good counterplay to what they bring to the table.
Oh, damn, fuck off, man.
The Kaja, and you also have the Kaja together.
ကိုယ်မကိုင်းတတ်ပဲနဲ့ဟာဟုတ်ပြီကျွန်တော်ထည့်ရဟီးရိုကြည့်အောင်တစ်ခါဂလူးကြိုက်တာတွေ့တယ်ဂလူးကကိုင်းတတ်တယ်ပြင်းလို့ပြောတာပန်းလိုက်ဟုတ်တယ်
You also have
ဟိုအားမရအောင်ဖြစ်နော်
You also have the Eve as well as the RWM is really going to post a lot of problems, given that the idea or the team fighting capabilities here of Timor-Leste is really going to be lying out back. But you see the confidence of Malaysia getting that first blood and also landing a bit of those taunts in using the DLPH emote, which is, in my opinion, the most annoying emote and also the best emote there is.
You are absolutely correct, but that was actually completely planned by Malaysia too. Using Keyboard and Hani to freeze the mid lane, which is something you don't often see, so that they can force out members of Timor-Leste further up, set up for Queen coming in at the perfect time. Lane gang at level 3. because of that, instantly accelerates him, gets the turtle quite easily, and Malaysia already had a pretty good start.
Okay.
Yep, already leading by at least 2 minutes in. Timor-Leste trying to play patient ML as of this moment. The only problem is that Malaysia is forcing most of those team fights to their advantage because they already know that it was Quinn that managed to take that first kill. So the gold lead in that first blood is really going to go towards their side.
Yeah. Continue trying to play for that advantage. I definitely like Malaysia's team composition in this game very much. And Timor-Leste can counterplay it, but they need to really play hard and fast. And right now, that momentum is being stifled off of the lead that Quinn has already been able to build up. Ooh, very quick movement there with the Divine Judgment flicker in. And we can see that Kipo and Hani are playing around Quinn incredibly well, actually.
Sorry, bro.
See Flashball gonna be caught out here, but his rage actually misses the Nibiru's passion as well, and Crossbow of Tang has already been come out, and who knows, he's not gonna be able to save from that situation. All the CC coming in from Malaysia. This is what we talked about. There are so many ways for them to keep people in place for the Crossbow of Tang. And now the pressure is on even in the goal lane as Queen gets another execute. The kill even goes over the Pow Pow.
Alright!
At some point in time, I feel like they were able to do something about it, but in case I missed on some of the things here, right? This is where things start to get a little bit more complicated for the side of Timor-Leste because, again, they're trailing by a lot of gold behind, and because of it, Malaysia's just easily rolling around, and it enables them to take control of most of the objectives because they are prohibiting Timor-Leste from, just finding their way inside.
Yeah, I think this is a much more suitable style for Team Malaysia. When they had to adjust their lineup in the previous game to try and go for a peel mid to late game scaling composition, they just looked very, very uncomfortable. They are definitely more suited for this sort of aggressive early game style. And the gold lead really shows it. It is already nearly 4K in favor of Malaysia, and there's still so much pressure on them.
And already cut to at least 75% of her health bar was Mon Lin during that time, just by a simple first skill, second skill combo by Hani. So that really shows you the understanding of Malaysia in this one, whereas they really have been taken advantage. And here comes Mo once again, being caught out into the crossfire, but it's only a 3v1, and because of it, this
sorry,
play the Inferno. Malaysia getting another kill.
Thank you so much,
We can see just how
and then what
Timor-Leste has to do at this stage is try to go for macro play, which is what Monlin is doing here. Flickers out, Gera allow him to pull the safety. And if they can just outplay the map in comparison, it'll give them some breathing room.
But Malaysia's moving so calculated. Like at some point in time, they know the timings of where they're supposed to go, and I think they've learned from that previous matchup. Look at this; it's gonna be another real world manipulation and a Divine Judgment with a really good pull. Even with the flicker, it's not gonna be effective, and Fu is gonna take a brunt of that damage. But the first kill is gonna go towards Timor-Leste after Fu gets one with the addition of the turret assist. And so it was just boy. They still lead by 5k gold.
Yeah, honestly, if I was Raniva in that situation, I would call a little bit of bull on that Divine Judgment. It extended so far even after the flicker, but that was just the timing in B-Boy. Malaysia still absolutely dominant right now with another turtle. They've only been able to pick up one kill the entire game.
Yeah, and at that point, it was also courtesy of the assist that was brought about by the turret. So, you know, Malaysia just got a little too greedy on that one, maybe overextending it a bit, but they have every right to do so because they lead by 5,000. There goes the AOG. Not gonna happen as of the moment, but they were still able to get what they wanted, which was to bring down almost that outer lane turret. They just run out of, you know, they ran out of minion waves there, so they weren't able to take it down. So an immediate cut is gonna happen. Pressure is gonna occur also onto this other side, and Malaysia's gonna be getting it. Ooh, struggling to find some food here.
Going away right in front of him. Malaysia knows that they are in control and they are not letting up on the gas, which I appreciate. I love to see aggressive gameplay, but being aggressive also means that you could be punished. So if they want to keep the lead going, they gotta keep up this momentum without getting caught out. And looks like they're doing exactly that, as it's Fu who just cut off in lane while trying the split push.
And that happened before the start of our very first Lord spawn. This is really looking good for Timor-Leste. I mean, they only got 1 kill. They're looking for some extra space here, but Malaysia, very proactive. They know where to strike next. And after that kill towards that bot lane, on towards Fu, they immediately went for a turret just to get a lot more of that real estate. Also, getting another one in the process. This time it's going to be Mo, and most of the Timor-Leste players are going to be there. But unfortunately, it will be over in an instant as Malaysia is
It's unfortunate for Timor-Leste, but they don't actually have any heroes that are particularly good at pushing lane. The best ones are Fu and Goblin, but they cannot afford to send them to opposite sides of the map and push up. So Malaysia are in total control. They know that their opponents just do not have the lineup to deal with them, especially when they have a 7k gold lead at this point. It might be a bit early to call it, but as long as no mistakes are made, this is very easily played.
Yeah, Timor-Leste is playing a lot passive
in
this one compared to what we've seen, and even with the jump man. Another call coming in from Keyboy. Just a lot of those divine judgment plays have been putting those ultimates that Timor-Leste has been using on the waves. And there goes another after of the Guardian, but here comes another Granite Raids. Just go for the counter attack. There goes Shah, finally coming down. Quinto from the backside, getting the attack, and that's one in. And then immediate wipeout has happened here in favor of Malaysia. The Lord wasn't even part of the fight, and now it's Fu all alone looking for a way to defend his base.
I'm not sure he's gonna be able to do this. He does have good damage, but he's alone, and that is a perfect